Questions for Anthony?
Hey, man, how you doing, man?
Good.
How's the move to safety going for you?
I'm liking it. Like, I'm getting a chance to learn more positions, so it does make me more valuable on the field.
Are you mainly doing, Sark said you're more of a defensive back when we asked him about, he said you're playing some nickel too. Are you doing both, or what's kind of?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, nickel, safety.
Okay.
Anthony, you have been named by a couple of your teammates. They said that this is your breakout year because they've just seen the efforts in practice. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm just continuing to work hard and stay prayed up, and let God do His work.
And what would you say your strengths are?
I say I'm a team player. I'm a hard worker, and I keep God first.
Kind of been on an interesting track here. You started as a corner here, jumped in and out of the portal. Go to nickel, go to safety. Are you just kind of comfortable now playing in this role in this system this year in your career?
Yeah. It's like our second year in this defense. Like every year we had a different defense, so now I definitely feel comfortable with this being my second year in this defense, and we're not switching coordinators or defense and stuff like that.
How will this move to safety bring out the best in you? What's going to be beneficial to you with safety?
I think I could help a lot more guys out. I'm on the back end, and I can see a lot more. Plus, I play nickel, I play corner, so I know where guys should be at in that aspect of it.
We've heard a lot of people talk about Jade and just him at multiple positions being able to do really well. What have you seen from him this spring?
Yeah, I honestly feel like it's going to be a breakout year for Jade. He had a good year last year, and like you said, he's doing a lot of different things, nickel and corner, and he's making himself more valuable.
Anthony, this isn't your first day. You've been here a long time, And to Joe's point, yeah, you could have left. Why'd you stay? Why have you stuck it out when a lot of people want to bolt now?
Right. I think it was my freshman year. Yeah, we went to that Big 12 championship.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't win it. So
has it been a minute since that?
Yeah, it's been a minute. So that's mainly main reason why I came back. I want to win a Big 12 championship.
Is it in it because why stay with the program you feel has always been on a good trajectory? I mean, last year, not the best, win-loss wise, but this is still Texas, right? Is that the thought, or?
Yeah, that's the thought. And then I want to help be a part of bringing that team that brought the championship back after so long.
Yeah.
Kind of along those lines, I mean, a few years ago it was you, Johnshon, BJ, Caden, DeMarvion, part of that big class. Now it's just you and Johnshon. So what's your approach this year, knowing those guys are on to different things? DeMarvion's playing a different position. From that DB class, you and Johnshon are the only DBs left. Does that kind of put pressure? Maybe not pressure, but give y'all urgency to want to perform and live up to what a lot of people thought that class would be defensive back wise?
I mean, honestly, I don't even think about that. I think about improving every single day, and then letting the rest take care of itself.
Who are some guys on defense that have stood out to you in the first few practices this spring?
Jade was one. Jade was one since we just talked about him. He's fresh on my mind. I like Byron Jones, for sure, D lineman. And for as young guys, I like Terrence Brooks.
Terrence Brooks. We've heard a lot about him. He seems to be making a big impact. What did you see from him, both in winter conditioning and now in spring that is different for, an early enrollee?
Yeah, just the athletic guy, super strong, super fast. And he got that competitive edge, like that dog in him.
Any other questions? All set? Thanks, Anthony.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Coach, you guys ready over there? Stop playing around. Roschon Johnson.
You found a clean shirt?
Yeah. From our impression, people look to you as maybe not a leader, but the leader. Are you comfortable maybe carrying that role this year?
Oh yeah, most definitely. feel like I've embraced that role going forward ever since the end of last game from last season. I knew kind of the expectation and what we needed going forward in order to kind of like progress from last season. So if that's the title that everybody thinks, then I'm more than happy with that. So.
Do you think that, I mean, people respected you obviously before that game, but do you think doing what you did, kind of taking the, for lack of a better term, taking the team on your shoulders, solidified that state for you to be the guy everybody looks to?
Yeah, I've always felt like I've had great respect throughout the whole team. So I think that game just kind of showcased that to the public more than the guys. So I'm happy that that last game went that way, just so everybody can kind of know what I could bring to the table. So.
You had options this offseason. A lot of guys can leave and go play elsewhere, get more totes, but you stayed, and just like Bijan said, he was staying. What brought you back, and was it a tough decision, or did you just always know you were coming back this season?
Yeah, no, I just knew what this team needed, and just from going forward from last season, I felt like the team could only get better, in my opinion. So I feel like me staying was just a reflection of just kind of being there for the team and doing what we need to do in order to win here.
The running back room is one of the most experienced ones on campus, and with you and Bijan, and you'll have some new faces up front. What roles have you guys taken in the leadership department to help these young linemen?
I would just say just a more intense role of leadership, whether that be making sure things are right on, not only on but off the field as well, and just make sure we're going about things the right way from an accountability standpoint. So I feel like the RB unit, like you said, we're the most experienced unit on the team, so we have every right to do that. So we've been put in a good position to do that, and I feel like we've taken advantage of it so far.
Roschon, what things have you done off the field this offseason to try to elevate your game even more this next season?
I've been doing everything that I can, honestly, when it comes to flexibility, range of motion, and just being able to be as mobile as I can and explosive as I can. And I've been just doing extra, really, in everything that I've been asked to do. I've just done extra. So.
Do you and Bijan how do you guys push each other? What's that relationship like?
We're both hard workers. When it comes to competition in the off season, we do a great job of competing against each other, whether it be in drills or we got certain plays. Like we just compete in every little way. So that's how we kind of bounce off of each other.
When January off season came and you long off season for you guys, long bowl games,
right?
And you thought about everything. But what was missing? What was missing last year?
I feel like last year, for one, was a sense of urgency.
There wasn't really.
I feel like we weren't urgent enough in taking ownership of the team. Mm-hmm. I feel like all championship teams have that leadership amongst the players. Mm-hmm. I felt like we weren't urgent in doing that.
So how do you fix that?
Well, now that we know that, I feel like last year it was kind of a new spin on things. We had a new coaching staff, and we just kind of just ducks in the pond. We didn't really know where to look and how to operate because everything was new. Not to make that an excuse, but I feel like just looking back on it, now that we know what to expect, it's more of, okay, we know this is going to be this way, so we need to go about it like this. Before the coaches can even say something about it, us as a team take accountability in what we do and how we go about it.
Like to Joe, those two teams at the end, Baylor, y'all could have very easily beaten Baylor, right? Oklahoma State, y'all compete with them every year, no matter what. You see, like, hey, these two schools are there. Why isn't Texas getting there?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's been the question for years past. When you look at winning in this conference, it's splitting hairs. So we didn't nobody's blowing everybody out. Like, it's really splitting hairs in how you execute in the clutch. So I feel like along with that, it's just a matter of consistency and execution. When it came to executing certain situations of the game, we didn't do that. And that boils down to discipline and leadership amongst the team. If you don't have that leadership and accountability amongst each other, that's where the flaws and stuff happen. The games happen like it did last year. So
absolutely.
Sark and even Bijan talked a little bit about Jaden and what he's been able to do, and how have you seen him come back this spring after not playing football this past season and go to work and just be a part of that room? How have you seen him so far this spring?
Yeah, he's definitely been swimming. It's a lot to grasp when you come in as a mid-year, especially when you haven't played a whole season. So He's definitely getting his feet wet, and I feel like he's done a great job of taking the coaching that everybody has put on him, from us in the running back unit, from me, John, Keelan, and JB. We've gave him a lot of insight, and I feel like he's taking advantage of it. But he's still learning.
And then were you Saints, Texans, or Cowboys growing up? Or did you have a team?
So unfortunately, I grew up a Cowboys fan, but I had to stop that about like in high school. After the Dez catch situation, I had to stop because just blood pressure.
Too much.
Yeah.
So you
not
definitely saw Coach Choice play a little bit then.
Yeah, I remember him, Felix Jones, Marion Barber, and
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy for it to come back full circle like this, for him to be here. But yeah, I remember.
Bijan said he runs with y'all, he lifts with y'all, and
Yeah.
different style than Coach Drayton, but that message of whatever the message is, he still gets it across.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely relates to us on a different level, but I feel like he gets the same point across. And I feel like Coach Choice adds a different energy throughout the whole team, not just the running back unit, the whole team that, makes it exciting for us to come to work. So, for sure.
It makes a huge difference for someone who is in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
And has, won the star, been in the league, won the shield, all that stuff, versus someone who's in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Well, back in my day, we did blah, blah, blah.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Does it hit different?
Yeah, it does. And he can, like I said, he can relate to us on a different level.
Yeah.
With him being a younger coach.
Mhm.
And, the society is constantly evolving. So, I mean, he can relate to us with different things. So, but yeah, he definitely has that younger element as opposed to Coach Drayton. Not a knock on him, but it's just
Right.
different.
It's
But,
different.
Yeah, I like it too.
And what would you say your leadership style is like? Are you more vocal or are you lead by example?
I do both. I try to take advantage of both when I can. I make sure I lead by example first before I'm vocal. So, yeah, I kind of harp on both.
And would you say the team responds to it well?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've done a greater job each year, a better job each year of kind of doing that and taking ownership in that.
Kind of one more
Couple last ones?
K-State question. Because of what you were able to do under center, and even Coach Sarkisian was like, it's not something we normally do, but maybe I'll look into it. Have you been throwing a couple more passes this spring just to keep the defense honest?
I mean, I ain't gonna get into all the passing and wildcat stuff, but if it works, it works. So I mean, it worked against K-State, so I don't see why Coach Sark wouldn't keep adding on to that package. So
All set?
you're good.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
That kind of thing.
So,
All right.
how's it? I know you didn't get here till June last year, so just impressions of going through spring as a second-year guy, as a guy people look to, and with a couple good quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, I didn't go through spring last year, so it's all new to me. So I'm just basically figuring everything out, just like all the freshmen that's figuring it out right now. So I feel like the quarterbacks and everybody, the receivers, everybody's like just getting adjusted to everybody else.
You were right. You're second in a lot of single-season categories after last year. What do you want to? What's your goals for this upcoming season?
I just want to build off that and go win a Big 12 championship.
Do you set any personal goals like you did last year?
Nah, this year I really want to make it like team goals. So we're looking at college playoffs, Big 12 championship, stuff like that.
Xavier, you're arguably the best freshman receiver in the country, and the season didn't go good for the team. I know a lot of guys jump into that portal and go look for another place. When did you know that you were coming back, and was that even a decision for you after the season?
No, that wasn't even a decision. So I put my trust in Sark, so I'm just going to believe in Sark. I'm not just going to leave on him after one bad year.
You mentioned Big 12 title. Like, is that something y'all mention pretty consistently? Like, y'all are working even in the spring to go and compete for a Big 12 title?
No, we're working day by day. Like, we're focused on our opponent at hand, like week by week. But in reality, we're really working for that Big 12 championship.
But go back to Cedric's question, though. I mean, let's keep it real here. People are blowing you up. People are sliding in your DMs. They're talking to your parents. I mean, that's just how it is today, right? So what'd you tell people in the off season? Hey, you come here, you can do this, you can make X money at NIL, blah blah blah.
Talking about recruits?
Yeah. No, people who wanted to recruit you.
Or
Tell
friends,
you to get in the
or
portal.
even friends that
Yeah, or
that
friends,
playing
yeah.
elsewhere. You got friends in other teams, so were you hearing from them?
No, I didn't get that talk actually. I never got that talk.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you tell people?
I'm not leaving. I put my choices up. I came here for this.
That's good.
So,
There you go.
And what would you say the energy in the locker room is like?
Oh, the energy picked up tremendously from last year. Everybody's like, I feel like everybody's tuned in to this year. Everybody's ready for the season to start already.
Why do you think that took so long to kind of get that type of buy-in, or where is the level of buy-in, I guess, too?
I feel like some people just had to gain the trust from Sark to see what he was like building, and I feel like everybody's bought in this year, and everybody's like seeing what he's really about and how he run things. So I feel like everybody's gonna.
You caught passes from Hudson and Casey last season. What kind of ball does Quinn Ewers throw? Because we hear that it's got a little bit of mustard on it.
Oh yeah, Quinn, he put some zip on that thing for sure. But they both throw a pretty good ball. It's a QB battle. They're both doing really good right now, so I'm excited to see how that turns out.
You were last year whenever Quinn jumped in the portal at Ohio State, you made it pretty clear, at least publicly, like, hey, come on. I'm sure you're doing the same thing behind the scenes. Like, what's it like to actually be playing with a guy who had the reputation he had coming out of high school, and now you've seen like has the skill set that he does?
It's good to show it's good to have QB battles and like battles in every position to show like everybody's like your spot's just not secured. Like you have to still work every day. So I feel like it was just good like getting.
Is that what this program maybe needs?
Yeah, I
Is
feel
to
like,
where no one's position should be safe.
yeah, I feel like that would make the team better overall.
Yeah.
Like everybody's practicing hard every day. That would make you work way hard.
Mm-hmm.
What did you work on in the off season? What were you hoping to accomplish? In those couple of months after the season, and what are you doing this year to be even better than you were your freshman year?
The physicality side, so my weight size, like lifting, just getting durable over the offseason.
Xavier, how do you get your mindset just after such a sensational freshman season to not be satisfied? What do you tell yourself in these times when games aren't being played and just spring ball?
I just tell Coach Marion came over this year, so he basically tells me last year didn't count. This is what you do this year that counts. So I take it year by year. Like you got to do this year. What you did last year doesn't matter.
What does Isaiah being either by you or on the other side allow you to do, and what have you seen from him as well in his first couple practices?
Yeah, Isaiah's a jump ball guy, as you've seen today. But really, they just can't double like at all. Like with Jay Witt in the slot, Marcus, I feel like we just have a good receiving core. Casey Kane, big one hand today if y'all seen it. But I feel like our receiving core is just crazy, man. Like it's outrageous.
And how does it feel to see someone in your room like Jordan Whittington to be healthy now?
I'm happy for Jay Witt actually because he had got hurt last year. So I feel like this is Witt's year to prove that he's like one of the best receivers in the nation. I feel like Witt's one of the best receivers in the nation.
Jordan told us the other day that he has a cheat day on Saturday where he eats a pint of ice cream. Do you yourself have a cheat day? And
Saturdays.
What's your cheat meal?
Sonic.
What's the order? You're rolling up to Sonic. What are you ordering?
Large slushy, mozzarella sticks, probably twice.
Did the coaches want you gaining weight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you at right now?
I'm at 168.
168. Yeah. So double cheeseburgers maybe, or what do they want you to eat?
They want me to. I'm on a diet right now, so they want me to just maintain my weight up till the season because you're gonna lose weight during the off season. So.
How low did you get last year?
Time for a couple last ones.
How low did you get last year weight-wise? Because I know it comes off during the season.
I don't remember.
But is there a level where you may be worried about durability?
Not really. I feel like I'm getting more durable this offseason.
All right.
Guy who looks just impressive is Ryan Watts. Just how is he able to be that size and be an effective corner, and what troubles does he give all the other wide receivers?
Yeah, Ryan's a long, rangy, physical corner, so just going up against him every day, like all our corners are different. So like we have like speed, we got physical, we got finesse corner. So Ryan's that long, physical, finesse corner. So like he's gonna like give you challenges every day. So I feel like he's just making the room even better.
Can he keep up with you, foot speed wise?
Yeah, I'm gonna say nobody can keep up with him.
Thank you, Xavier.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Xavier.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate you, man.